Check to make sure the feet is all good, and then we're good to go. Water would be that sip of something. How's everybody doing out there? All right? Everybody doing okay? Everybody having a good morning, afternoon, evening, depending on when you're watching this little bad boy. Happy Wednesday. Or Thursday, or Friday, or Saturday, or Sunday, or Monday. Because you could be watching this at any time. Anytime. But I'm excited because for those of you who have been tracking this here situation for these last, I don't know. What is today's class number? 117. I can't believe it. Slowly but surely, climbing the ladder. Climbing the ladder. Today, so my back has been a little bit of a, point of awareness for me. Not that it kind of slowed me down a little bit, but it never stopped me from doing what I love and want to do. Yes, Jason, good morning. Just make sure the sound is good. Slowly but surely climbing the ladder. There we go. Okay, good. And I nurtured it, and made it feel better and better, and finally happy with the fact that it's literally. Let's see. I was even doing some modifications yesterday. Right. And it feels so good. But so what's the lesson? The lesson is shave 20, 30, 40, 50, 60% off of your normal routine, so you don't necessarily push through it, and then be super aware. Take the actions that you need to take to heal. Essentially, what are we doing here, friends? we're healed. We are here to heal ourselves. Heal, ladies and gentlemen, heal, and move through the stress. Right. So we move through the stress. I was on the right side. It was the lower side, and it just was kind of causing me a little bit of pain. But like I said, I think we are 99% healed. So it feels so good. So I'm really excited about today. Those of you that don't know, just joining us for the first time, these classes are done on a donation basis. So you can go to 5pointyoga.com, our lovely studio here in Malibu, officially shut down at the moment. And you can just scroll down a little bit. 3 ways you can help us stay alive and open, and you can pay for your class through Mind Body. We set up a little $15 suggested donation for the class, or for a virtual class, or you can Venmo me directly, which is at Teddy McDonald, and all of the donations are very much appreciated, so thank you for that. And then today, what we're going to do, what Workshop Wednesday consists of, is, like I say, breaking down something, a pose or an action or a topic. And so today I just thought we could learn how to fly. So that means focusing on core a little bit and focusing on the jump back slightly. So let's go ahead and begin, because I try not to go past 9:05 in my chatting, and give everybody time to get ready. So go ahead and start with your feet about shoulder distance. Bring your palms together, close your eyes, relax your shoulders. Start breathing in and out of your nose. Let the shoulders drop down, let the top of the head float up. Just take a moment here, connect to your breath. We're all lovely human beings out there, and it's important to just reconnect with your body and your breathing and sensations, and set an intention. So whatever that means for you, just something simple to, add a deeper meaning to your breath and your movements. Could be releasing stress, could be healing, could be strengthening, could be manifesting something, letting go of something, whatever it is for you, it kind of makes sense at this time in your life. Good, and then drop the head down over to your left side. Nice, easy neck stretch on the right side there. And breathe. Switch back, other side, same thing. Good. Go ahead and drop the arms. Make a few circles with the head, one direction. Very nice. And then opposite direction. Good. Put back to the center, shoulder rolls, forward and back, forward and back. Those of you keeping track of my sleep, I was up at 4:20 this morning. 4:22, not 4:20. I was up at 4:20, smoked a bunch of weed, and then went back to sleep. Nope, that was not the case. Opposite direction. 4:22, our little guy woke up blaring. Wah! So I just went in. Slept with him for a little while. Arms up, interlace the fingertips. So if I yawn once in a while, that's why. Interlace the fingertips, turn the palms up, forward stretch. There it is. The lowest score, I think, on my readiness. I think I had a 67 this morning, thanks to my super early wake up. Fold over to one side, easy stretch. It's all right though, take it easy today. A couple of sessions, and good night's sleep tonight, and I'll be back. My readiness will be back up tomorrow. Back to the center, switch sides, same thing. You know, that's another thing that we do here in the yoga practice is create that awareness, right? Not just awareness for your physical body, but what you put into your body. Back to the center, lean back, take a nice big inhale, lift up, and then fold down forward as you exhale. Hang forward and breathe. If your legs are tight or your back is tight, definitely bend your knees some. Grab the elbows, drop the head down, stretch. You know, I remember in the beginning of my yoga journey, I was smoking cigarettes. I was like, addicted to caffeine, and yoga helped me get rid of that stuff. It's quite an amazing thing, this yoga practice. Go ahead and clasp the hands back behind you, interlace the fingertips, stretch the shoulders. Breathing deeply. Good. One more breath in the shoulders. Release the arms, engage the abdomen. Let's roll right back up. I hope if you were here with us yesterday, your shoulders feel pretty good. We worked on a little shoulder, a little core, and some yin yesterday. So my shoulders feel really good right now, which is nice. A few arm circles, one arm here. Good. Switch arms, same thing. Opposite arm. Good, side to side. All right, and then we're going to go right to the center here. Step the feet together, bring the palms together. Take a nice big inhale, lift the arms up. Fold down forward as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale, look forward. Step back to plank, top of a push-up. This is important here because part of what you're doing in low plank is starting to build the core strength it takes to be able to jump back, right? Or to be able to fly, as we say. So chaturanga, lower halfway, abdomen really strong, and then press back up. All right, lower halfway, press back up. Lower halfway, push up. 2 more. Good. Drop to the knees. So by the way, if you need to have your knees down for those push-ups, some of the harder jump backs and float backs may not quite happen yet, but that's what you want to do, is build that strength. So you'll all be able to do something. Inhale and exhale. Cat and cow tilts. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time here. Inhale. Exhale. When you exhale, you're in this cat position. You want your abdomen to be engaged. And back to neutral. Lift the feet side to side. Shoulder and hip together one side. Shoulder and hip together other side. Shoulder and hip together one side. Shoulder and hip together other side. And snaking the spine. Really feeling a little bit of stretching in there. A little stretching. Good, and then we're going to come back to neutral and then take the left leg back behind you, right arm forward. You can roll the ankles for a moment or roll just that one ankle that's back there. Unless you have 2 ankles on one foot, on one leg. Roll both of them if you have 2 ankles on one leg. Get some space, some lubrication in there. And if you're feeling okay, bend that leg, reach for the foot. Grab that foot and go up. Right, so gentle in the spine, but a little shoulder stretch and a little quad stretch and a little hip flexor stretch. Breathe. Notice this, the standing shoulder. Extend up out of there, right? That's a huge difference. All the way down. My arm's still straight. Now extending that shoulder. That's a big deal. Lean, leg back, arm forward, lift up. Switch, round the back, tuck the tailbone, engage the abdomen, and then back to neutral. And opposite side, right leg back, left arm forward. Hold here. Make sure that eyelash does not bother you. And then make a few rolls here, back with the ankle. Breathe. Good. Bend the leg, reach for that foot. Find for you where you can feel a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a strengthen. Right. And breathe. Again, notice that standing arm. So the support arm. You're sinking down, extend. Sink down, extend, right? But lift up. Good, leg back, arm forward, lift a little taller. Release. Child's pose from there. Easy child's pose. And again, in the beginning, you're just kind of paying attention, making sure that everything is okay. Everything's in full operation mode. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Start in the hands, fingers are spread, palms are flat. Walk the feet a little closer together. Bend the left leg, push the right heel down. Stretch it out. Back of the leg, breathe. And switch sides from there. Same thing. Good. Straightening both legs. Coming up on the toes when you're ready, walk softly to the hands. Extending that spine as you inhale, look forward. Fold down as you exhale, stretch. All the way up, nice big inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Arms up again, inhale. Folding down forward as you exhale. Extend that spine as you inhale. Step back. Remember, always take the first one a little bit easier, slower. Drop to the knees, lower all the way down to the mat. Gentle back bend in cobra. And then right back, reverse it. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog there. Just gonna. Good. Fingers spread, palms flat, breath smooth. Up on the toes again, walk softly to the hands, or you can jump halfway up as you inhale, fold as you exhale. All the way up, nice big inhale. And even though my back is 98% healed, I'm still gonna do a couple little modifications because I wanna make sure that it stays healed. Arms up again when you're ready. Folding forward down, exhale. Extend that spine as you inhale. So jumping back was okay for me. Totally fine. Jumping forward, not so much. So gentle inhale and then down dog, exhale. So I'll walk forward, but you figure out for you what works. You can hop forward or you can walk forward. Fingers spread, palms flat, breath smooth, extending the shoulders, lifting the tailbone, up on the toes again, walk or hop forward. Extend that spine as you inhale, look forward. Fold as you exhale, stretch. All the way up, nice big inhale. Oh, hands together at the heart, exhale. One more round, inhale. Reach up, exhale, fold down. Extend the spine as you inhale. Step back as you exhale. Or jump. Upward facing dog, easy. Downward facing dog. Right away, right leg up behind you, hold it. Lift the right leg up, sink the left heel down, stretch. You could open the hip and bend the knee and get a little hip stretch there. Good, then square the hips. Knee to the nose, shoulders over the wrists, abdomen strong, core, upper back. That's the extension of the shoulders there. Lift the leg, back and up. Same thing to the left side. So not only is it your abdomen that's pulling that knee forward, your arms are strong, and extend the shoulders so you get into that upper back. Lift it back and up. Same thing on the right. Hold it, extend, breathe, and then lift it back. And then all the way forward to the hands. Pause here, come on the fingertips. Hip hamstring stretches. I do have my handy dandy blocks, which are going to help me give it a little bit more space in here. Bend the knee, straighten the leg. Bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Two more. Oh, yes, yes. Inhale and exhale. Good. Turn the back foot flat. Come on up to warrior one. Holding warrior one. Shoulders relaxed. Breath smooth. Sinking in to your body. Hips forward. Breath smooth. And then clasp the hands back behind you, interlace the fingertips, lift the upper body up, and draw the shoulders back, take a big inhale, lift up. Oh, and then fold down gently, stretching the shoulders. Strong back leg, breathing deep. Then come on back up, warrior one, inhale. Hands down to the floor, exhale. Take the leg back. Vinyasa or not, as we start to flow a little bit, you can always skip the vinyasa if you needed to. Downward facing dog from there, right away, left side. Take the leg up behind you, hold it, breathe, dropping the heel down. After a breath or two, you can open the hip, bend the knee, get a little side stretch. And then back to the center, shoulders over the wrist, knee to the nose, abdomen strong. Lift it back and up. Same thing, forward, knee across to your right side, abdomen strong. Back and up. Forward up to the left, extend the arms, strong core, and lift it back and up and all the way forward. Stay here. Straighten the front leg, flex the foot. Bend the knee, drop the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. A few more times. Just hamstrings, bend the knee, hip flexor stretch. So dropping the hips down to feel that on the right side. Straightening your left leg, you get it on the left hamstrings. A few more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Once in a while I just do a microphone check. And then warrior one. So turn the back foot flat down, come on up. Warrior one, shoulders relaxed, arms up, breath smooth. Hips forward, sinking down into that front leg, breathing deeply, and then clasp the hands back. Interlace those fingers, lift the upper body up, shoulders pull back and down. Take a big inhale. Fold down forward as you exhale. Strong back leg. And come on back up. Warrior one, inhale. Hands down to the floor. Exhale. Leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Easy. Downward facing dog. Good, hold it here. Breathe. Good. Up on the toes. Walk softly, or you can jump forward. Halfway up as you inhale, fold as you exhale. Chair pose from there, bend the knees, reach the arms, hold it. Say 30 seconds. Arms up by the ears if you can. Sinking down a little bit. Breath smooth. Letting the heat come, the warmth come. 15 more seconds. Sink a little bit lower, one more inhale, and then stand up, hands together at the heart, exhale. Good, nice big full breath. Excuse me. And then sun salutation B, we're gonna do three rounds, so just one at a time, 3 rounds, kind of our traditional way here. Chair pose, inhale. Just for a little activation, fold as you exhale. Halfway up. Inhale, step back, exhale, vinyasa, lower down, upward facing dog gently, downward facing dog. Right leg first, take it up behind you, bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up, inhale, hands down, leg back, vinyasa, lower. Inhale, exhale, left side, take it up. Forward, warrior one, reach, hands down, leg back, vinyasa, lower, Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Breathe. Good. Again, up on the toes, right away, walk softly or hop forward. Extend that spine as you inhale, fold as you exhale. Chair pose, inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart, exhale. 2 more rounds, back to chair, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Halfway up, inhale, step back or jump back. Exhale. Vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog, down dog. Right leg first, take it up, bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale, hands down, take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower, up, down, dog. Left side, take it up, bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale. Hands down, take the leg back, Vinyasa. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Breathe, fingers spread, palms flat, breath smooth. Good. Up on the toes again, walk forward to the hands. 1 more to do, halfway up as you inhale, fold as you exhale. Chair pose from there, inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart, exhale. Big full breath, hopefully a little bit warmer, a little bit more activated and ready. 1 more round, chair pose, inhale. Fold as you exhale. Halfway up as you inhale. Step back as you exhale. Vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right leg first, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale. Hands down to the floor. Leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Some of the most powerful moves in life. Nice, simple movement here. Touching the whole body from the toes to the ankles, all the way to shoulders and neck. Downward facing dog, take a couple breaths. Good, and then come up on the toes again. Walk softly to the hands. Extend or jump halfway up as you inhale, fold as you exhale. Chair pose. So to finish this, we're gonna take a little twist from chair, palms together, hook your left elbow outside the right knee, lengthen the upper body up, twist and turn, breathe. Good. 1 more breath, give it a good twist. Back to chair. Inhale, opposite side. Hook, lengthen the upper body. Twist and turn. I think I still feel that a little bit, but 1 more breath. Back to chair. Stand, hands together at the heart. Exhale. Good. Big full breath. All right, so just step back a little bit. Let me move these out of the way. And then what we're gonna do is kind of take this all in stages. And what we're gonna do is start here and come down onto the toes. So coming down onto the toes, just see my knee feels a little bit like it needs a crack. Did I get a crack this morning? No crack, there we go, that's good. So coming down on the toes from here. And then set your hands as if you were going to go to downward facing dog. And then slowly just lean forward. Get those knees down. see what happens. Knees down, only about an inch or two from the floor. So from here, I'm gonna start to lower knees, engage the abdomen right away. We're gonna do this a few times. So I want you to start to build the strength that it takes to hold your whole body up with your arms. So abdomen really strong, sinking forward, head down, knees down, go a little bit deeper, then just push up. So you start to realize how difficult it is, how challenging it is, how much strength it takes to be able to do this. So what you want to do is just go forward, and you might stop here and that might be enough, but you might be able to get down here and that could be enough. And just like push-ups, the more you do them, the easier it gets, the stronger you get. Same kind of thing here. With the feet back about 1.5 feet here, I want you to start to think about your upper back and your abdomen working together to lift the hips and shoot the legs back. And it's easier because with the legs here, you can almost kind of straighten, just kind of hop back. In fact, let's all do that. So go ahead and step forward so that your feet are basically about the shin distance from your hands. And then you're gonna lift the hips up so you almost come to a standing, kind of almost like a short, modified down dog almost, but then just jump back, right? That's it. And then step forward, kind of halfway on the mat. Same thing. Come down for a moment, lean forward, right? And then push back up, lift the hips first, and then bounce. Now when you go back, the next step that I want you to take is landing with both arms bent slightly. So from here, you'll come up, same thing with the hips, but then land if you can in a chaturanga. So that's a lot more challenging because you're relying a lot more on the arms and the shoulders, right? Abdomen stays strong, step forward again, squat down. And again, if you need to come up with the hips a little bit higher, you can, but if you're ready to kind of go right into this, then you just lean forward, lift up, shoot back to chaturanga. Take a nice gentle inhale, down dog, exhale. So wherever you are on the spectrum of flopping back or lightly floating back, just be where you are and work with that, with what you have. Step forward again. We're going to do a couple more. All right. So again, if you're newer to all of this, you're lifting the hips up, hopping back. A little bit more, let's say 2 or 3 more here. Eventually, the goal is to lean forward, engage the abdomen, lift the hips, and then slowly shoot those legs back. So it's a lot of arm strength because you're holding up the arms the whole time. All right, coming forward one more time. Abdomen strong, and remember, one of the great things about yoga is that it starts to link all these muscle groups together. So biceps working with triceps, working with forearms, working with shoulders, upper back, midsection, abs, glutes, thighs, everything's working together to make the body move a certain way. So last one here. So either lift the hips and hop back, and if you can, work on landing with the arms bent. If you're in the more advanced camp, bend the arms first. Suspend yourself for half a moment as you slowly put those legs back. Ready? Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Let's just take a little standing sequence. Right leg up behind you. Bring it all the way forward. Back foot flat. Warrior 1. And then warrior 2. Open up to the side. So just so we give that whole section a break. Shoulders relaxed, breath smooth, but that's the foundation of learning to fly, is being able to have your stability weighted in your arms with the abdomen really strong, and then the awareness, the body awareness, to be able to lift the hips and shoot them back. But it's so much about strength too. I remember in the beginning, from Warrior 2, by the way, to wrap that back arm around, bring it forward. In the beginning of my yoga, and I would watch people do this. That's unbelievable. How can they do that? It's crazy. Lean back, twist up, stretch. If you're more comfortable, you can go to the floor here. And one of the teachers said, this energy, right? You have to, excuse me, you have to, pull in the energy, and then it makes it so much easier. And I thought, what the f*** is she talking about? Lean back, twist up, breathe. Let me check. Yeah, good. So now you're gonna step, actually don't step forward. Just release the left arm over the ear, take a few breaths, stretch. But what I learned over time is that she was right in that it is the energy that you sort of pull up, but that is really a muscular experience. Take one more inhale, and then come on back up, Warrior 2, and then reverse Warrior, back arm down, right arm up and back. So you absolutely need the strength. You can't just say, where am I getting this energy from that she's talking about? Am I missing a battery? Like, what is going on? But you actually have to build the strength it takes. And then once you build the strength that it takes, then you can start to kind of see the energy and kind of feel the energy and go, oh, I understand that now. If I pull it all together, energetic, from a muscular standpoint, it takes energy to make a muscle. That you pull that energy up and then float back. So it takes a little time. Forward, wrap the arms if you're gonna wrap. If not, half wrap. I might do the half wrap on this side. Let's see. Yeah, I'll stick with the half wrap. So breathe, lengthen up, turn up, breathe deep. A few more breaths. And what we're gonna do next, one more inhale, twist. Actually, we'll come down. So let's just come down out of there. Take the leg back. Vinyasa. Oh, we'll kind of lead into our later float backs. Left side, take it up behind you. Bring it forward. Turn the back foot flat. Warrior 1. And even when you come up from here, right? From stepping the leg forward into your lunge, you're turning the back foot flat and immediately engage the abdomen and then come up. If you just come up without engaging the abdomen, you're relying completely on your back, which is unnecessary. You're making the back work harder. Warrior 2. If the back works harder, eventually it will get fatigued faster. And that's what we try to avoid. We try to pull in all the different muscle groups so that they can work well together and be a harmonious, symphony. From here, take that back arm, wrap it around the front. So think of yourself, think of the goal. Your aspiration is to be a human symphony. Lengthen up, turn and twist, and breathe. If you're okay in this spot, you can take that left hand down to the floor or to your block. Lengthen the upper body as you turn and twist and breathe. One more breath, turn and twist. Good, and then release that, right arm over the ear, a few breaths. One more inhale, and then come on back up. Warrior 2, push the leg straight, back arm down, left arm up and back, stretch. Good, one more inhale. And then forward, wrap the arms. If you're gonna wrap, remember the easier option is to go right back to the half wrap. If you feel like it's okay to drop that front arm under, clasp and hold, lengthen up, turn and twist and breathe, strong back leg. Good, one more breath. Let it go, hands down, take the leg back. Vinyasa, you remember you can always lower all the way to the mat if you want. Take a nice gentle back bend and then back to down dog, or you can go through your full vinyasa. From here, go ahead right away, just come up on the toes, walk forward to where we were. We're gonna go into crow pose. So if you can, squat down for a moment here, palms together, sitting up nice and tall out of your squat. Squat feels pretty good. This was too much of a forward bend, so this is technically a forward bend for my back. So this is the first day it's feeling much better. So crow. So crow pose, but again, we're not really gonna, if you're focusing on your crow pose, that's great, stay there. But because today is Workshop Wednesday and we are learning to fly, we're going to work on the float back. And what that means is that you have to engage the abdomen a lot, extend the arms up, extend the shoulders up so you can hold your whole entire body up and then shoot the legs back. So you can go for it, and I can also show you, if you're newer, this is kind of what happens in the beginning. So in the beginning, you know, you're here, you're balancing, you're feeling pretty good, and then you jump back, and you'll crash down, right? Or even before you get there, what'll happen is, you might not even, you know, you might be able to not even get it. Like, so that's why we've been doing one leg. Right? Taking one leg off. So if you're newer and the jump back is not happening for you, then try to take one leg off your arms, because that's the beginning. When you lean to one side, lift that leg off, step it back. Right? That's a lot of the strength that you'll need to do the jump back. But there is a quick motion where you can kind of lean forward and shoot the legs back at the same time. It's almost like a little counterbalance. I find that stepping one leg back is almost more challenging than jumping both legs back. It's almost like standing on one leg is harder than standing on two legs. But so if you can, from here, it's kind of a lean, right? And then jump back. Now, there is also the idea of the lift. And again, I know this is way more advanced for a lot of folks, but I know there's a couple of you out there that want to learn how to lift your hips up. So all that we've been doing, which is, you know, basically getting the arms stronger, getting the shoulders stronger, getting the core stronger, getting the upper back stronger, is all in prep, getting your body ready to do the following thing, which is kind of lifting. So don't worry about it. If you're like, there's no way I can do it, it's fine. You eventually, with, you know, enough practice, it'll happen. But the idea from here is you lean forward. Just get that out of the way, just in case I crash. From here, and then it's the lift, right? That lift. So it's that lift of the hips. Now notice my arm is bent, shaking a little bit. Hard work, but lifting the hips up really comes from your lower back. And that's just a demonstration to show you how much the lower back needs to work to basically lift the legs up. So leaning forward on the arms, lifting those hips up. That's very challenging, but you see if you can give it a shot. We're gonna jump back one more time, and whether you wanna lift up and shoot back, sometimes, you know, there's some classes that people will go up into handstand and then chaturanga. So I'm not gonna quite do that today, but I will jump back from here. So the idea, lean forward, abdomen strong, gently hop back, and control. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Good. Back to our standing sequence just for a moment. Right leg up. Bring it forward. Turn that back foot flat. Warrior one. And then warrior two. We're going to go back into our wrap. That's what I was going to say. Hip flexor, but we weren't going back into the hip flexor. Going back into a hip stretch. But go right forward. Right arm under. Left arm behind. Clasp and hold, and of course, if you want to do half wrap with me, do the half wrap with me. Lean the upper body back, engage the abdomen, tuck the tailbone, bring it underneath you, and breathe. Good, just one more breath. Whether you're wrapped or not, and then release the hands, drop the back knee down right away, straighten your front leg. Straighten the front leg, and if you did have blocks, you can always use these here as a little bit of support. But lengthen your upper body up, stretching that hamstrings, the hamstrings. Breathe into that stretch. Good. Now bend the front leg, come back into your hip stretch. So now we go into a deeper lunge here. If you had blocks and you needed a little support, you could always put one of the forearms down this way. But if you don't need that support, then opposite forearm comes down. Maybe the inside elbow comes down too, but it may or may not. It doesn't matter so much. As long as you feel a stretch under here, inner thigh, hamstring, hip. Time flies, you guys. It's unbelievable how quickly it goes. I'm gonna start doing some workshops, some 2-hour workshops. Those will be super fun. I gotta get in touch with Greg to do the handstand thing, but it'll happen. It'll all happen. Don't worry. All right, so from here, now, arm balance and jump back. So I'm more concerned with the float back here. So if the arm balances are not for you and that was not what you bargained for today, you can just stay in this stretch. You can even drop this knee out to the side a little bit and come up on the outside of the foot, which is nice and will be a deeper hip stretch. But those of you that want the arm balance, we worked on this one last week. Now I want to work on the jump back. You take that right arm under, set the hands, walk the foot over. I'm not concerned today with straightening the leg. If you can, great. If not, great, doesn't matter. The idea here, lean forward, left arm under the ribs, so you're gonna balance on the arms, all right? And then you're gonna do your jump back, float back, where you're gonna lift and then bring it back. So notice that when I lifted my left leg, it gave enough space and time for me to swing the right leg back first. As opposed to, oftentimes I'll see, people just try to swing that right leg back really quickly. All right, so in the beginning, it kind of is a little more like this here, or they're here, and then it's like, whoa, right? Which again, is fine, that's the beginning. Crashing is part of learning. Vinyasa. Back to, down dog just for a moment, but we're gonna do it one more time on this side, and then we'll do a couple times on the other side. And so the idea here, though, is similar to all of these arm balances and this float back. So I want you to tilt forward so your upper body's kind of bent, your arms are bent a lot, even your chin might even be on the floor, which is fine. But then see, that makes it easier to lift the back leg. Once you can lift the back leg up, engage your abdomen a lot, shoot the right leg back. All right, so here it goes from here. Leaning forward. If you're still in the stretch, totally fine. We'll be done momentarily. Lean here, lift it, and then lift, and then back. All right, upward facing dog, down dog. Take a moment, bend the left leg, push the right heel down, stretch it. Left side right away, take it up, bring it forward. If you are in the stretch now, come join us. Warrior 1. And then warrior 2, open up to the side. So we'll do the same thing on this side. Again, if the arm balance is not for you, then you're gonna just stick with a little standing sequence and a nice long hip stretch, which is perfect because we're not gonna have that much time to go into deep hip stretches anyway after this. Go ahead now, either right into your wrap, left arm in front, right arm behind, clasp and hold. Lengthen the upper body up, turn and twist up, breathe deeply. One more inhale, and then hands down from there on the exhale. You could drop the back knee. Let's come up, straightening that front leg so you get the hamstring stretch. Lengthen your upper body as you breathe. Good, and then from there, bend that front leg, come on down. First we need a little stretch, so outside elbow down, maybe inside elbow down. Good, and then from here, if you feel like you want to just do the stretch, just you can stay here, drop that leg out a little bit, come up on the outside of the foot, get a little bit more deeper into the hip stretch and hamstring stretch. But if you feel like you're ready for some of these hop backs, jump backs, float backs, arm balances, left arm goes underneath, set that right hand, scoot that leg, watch your fingers, you gotta walk it around, abdomen really strong, lift up. And then, all right, it's that extra lift, so that takes effort. And then my right leg, to lift up the right leg and then to shoot the left leg back takes effort. It takes a thing, abdomen and a lift with the back leg. Let's do it again, 2 more times. So stepping that leg forward, and again, if you're stretching, just enjoy and relax. But if you can, from here, abdomen strong, and then lean in and breathe and lift and jump. So even if your right leg comes down first, it's fine. Just to become aware of the ability and what you actually need to lift those hips and shoot the leg back, that's great, right? If that's what you get from today, that's great, because that's a step in the right direction. So one more time. However it works for you, abdomen strong, lift, maybe straighten both legs, and then lift, shoot the leg back, upward facing dog, down dog. All right, that's it. Take a moment, bend the right leg, push the left heel down, big stretch. Those of you that were in the stretch, you can go ahead and come down. We're all gonna just go ahead and cross the legs Bring the legs forward, shake them out for a few moments here. We're going to first do just an easy forward bend and do what's called Janu Sirsasana. So right leg forward, left leg into a tree pose, sit up nice and tall, twist to the outside of the leg, lifting up and turning. And then forward, go ahead and breathe as deeply as you want to go. I'm not going to push it too much here. Softening. And then switch sides, same thing, other side. Oop, oop, oop. Tomorrow is yoga and plyometrics, high intensity interval training. Lift up, twist and turn. Join us for that, same time, 9 a.m. or 12 on the East Coast, 7 p.m. in Moscow. Lift up, twist and turn and breathe. Good, and then forward and stretch. And then next week, we're actually booked a little time away. So I'll be teaching next Wednesday, but then I will not teach live Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But I'm going to repost a class from one of the 125 classes I'll have by the time we go away next week, so that at least there'll be a post on my Facebook page that you guys can do on next week. This is next week. Straighten the legs, shake them out, take the arms up, fold forward, and breathe. Just a couple breaths. Get some time to go into nature and just relax a little bit. Looking forward to that. Good. And then roll up, roll back, take the legs up and over the head for plow. You can, if you're not going to do this, then just stay forward, but if it's okay for you and your back, you take the legs up and back and hold and breathe. Legs wide, flex the feet, a few breaths. Good. Bend the knees, soles of the feet together. Legs back up from there. And then down over the head slowly. Come on down. Take the final twist. Right knee in. Roll to the left side. Oh. Twist. So good. Back to the center. Other side. Same thing. Good, and back to the center Shavasana. Just a few minutes here. Eyes closed, shoulders down away from the ears. Feet flop open. Take a nice big cleansing breath. Deep inhale. And exhale. Totally relax here. Okay, go ahead and bring the left hand to the heart center, right hand to the belly. Pause for a couple moments. Bend the knees, soles of the feet, well, not soles of the feet together, but roll to the one side and breathe. Good, and then up to a seat, comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, palms up, eyes closed, just a couple breaths, reconnecting the mind, body, breath, spirit all together as one whole being. And bring the palms together at the heart. Just take a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for every breath. Namaste. Excellent job, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. And of course, support us if you can, support your local businesses if you can. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you right back here tomorrow morning.